morning from the Amazon River.
We made it.
We are in explorer mode full on.
I don't know what this is.
Now, let's talk a little bit about getting into the river, because I did record a little bit of footage earlier.
Yes.
So we've been at sea for 3 days at this point. The last couple, especially yesterday, we're getting into the river. You could see we were up in the gym, and the swirly whirly where the dark water started turning brown, which was fascinating.
It was cool. You can feel the ship moving more because you're going up a stream. You're having to kind of fight that current. It's interesting. Not too bad, though.
Like a salmon.
Yeah.
We were swimming upstream. They also had a cute little event called Swim Across the Amazon, where some folks out at the back pool, they threw like snakes and alligators or crocodiles, I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Canon.
That thing in there, and people, swam back and forth, and it was very cute. Very short.
And drink apple juice to represent the water, too.
Oh, yeah. Take a shot of Amazon water.
Yeah.
Lovely. So lots of fun stuff has been going on.
There's bugs.
Yes,
so the ship is kind of lowering the lights overall, not to attract the bugs, but I think one of the cool things about it is like going outside and looking at all the different species you can find. So we did a little bit of that last night. Not too many.
Close your eyes, because ParoDeeJay's going to start putting the footage in now. So if you don't want to see bugs, we're going to keep talking. We'll let you know when it's safe to open your eyes.
They're mostly moths and butterflies and things, so it's not like big scary things. There's some beetles too, but I'm curious as it goes like further and further in, what else we get on the ship. It's cool.
Yeah, lots of color, lots of big things.
Yeah.
Some of them were pretty sizable.
Yeah, but there's not a whole lot of light, so there's not as many as there could be.
That's true. All right, ParoDeeJay, take all those bugs off the screen. So you're safe to open your eyes again now. I'm going to try to call that out, because I know a lot of people don't like moths, butterflies, bugs,
Yeah.
So I guess, are we up to today? Anything else before we talk about today?
No.
Okay, well, we are in Santarem. Now, it's more of a city than a jungly feeling place, but we decided to just go with the part here. We had a tour scheduled for today. Turns out they did not meet the minimum required number of people, so that was canceled. So we are just going to go out and do some self-wandering.
Yeah, but the ship is providing a shuttle up to one of the markets, so it's taking out some of the walking, because the Amazon is extremely hot and humid.
Yeah.
Very.
Because we've already gotten up, had breakfast, been to the gym, and now here we are ready to roll out. So we've preheated ourselves, as it were, in the gym.
I think it was a good idea.
Yeah, but we're going to hop on, first of all, the tender, because I think it was a bit of a surprise. I don't remember the schedule saying that this was a tender port, unless I missed it. So we're tendering, then we're shuttle busing, and then everything you want to see is near where the shuttle bus is dropping us off. But I think, we're going to try to go see a few more things.
Yes.
Like, do get some extra steps in.
For sure.
So I guess let's get the process started, yeah?
Yeah.
Santarem, here we come.
Amazon!
Now, we have already reached open tender, which means we do not need to go collect a tender ticket or go to the priority locations. We can go straight down to deck A forward. Oh, apparently it is not forward. Okay, let's follow the signs. Ah, it was A aft. Okay, that's a new one for me. Whoa, look at this unit. Is that a tender or a tour? That is our tender vessel. So about a 15-minute tender ride. There's the shuttle bus right there, and that's going to take us about maybe 2.25 miles over to one of the main plazas. We got some shopping right over there at the port. So we'll save that shopping adventure for later. Let's bus for now. So the bus has brought us to Praça do Pescador, Fisherman's Square. I see some monuments that Daniel had told us about in his speech. Let's go have a look. Whew. You thought we were going to go walk that way into the square? No, Daniel only points out the best monuments. So we're going to start with that. So he said when you are here, do not miss the phone box that looks like a bird. So there we go. First official site in Santarem. Daniel approved, our cruise and travel director. We have done it. Now, fun fact, we are here on a Sunday. So most museums and things like that are a little bit out of the question.
We keep doing that.
Being that they are closed. But we are going to have some free wandering and exploration today. We can do some flower looking, some bird looking. There's a phenomenon here, actually a few places around the Amazon, that they call the meeting of the waters. This is a big one, so we're going to take a peek at that. There's another statue monument. We got lots of shops set up here in the middle of this plaza. Lots of little snack stands, which appear to be closed on Sundays. Let's cross the street to the water. They've got the touristic terminal over here. Looks like you can buy river tours. Nice photo op up here with a Santarem sign. I believe this means I heart Santarem. Need to study more Portuguese. Oh, we have found some delightful breeze down here by the water. That is nice. Yeah, out there is something that you can take a boat tour to. This is where the Amazon River meets the Tapajós River, I think is the other one. You can see the brown of the Amazon and the darker part over here. We're going to be getting an up-close look at a meeting of the waters in a future port, but that's kind of fascinating to see.
They do eventually mix together, but not at first, so that's what you're seeing is the two color variations.
They're
really cool.
They're reluctant to blend.
Like oil and water.
Actually, I think we can stroll out. Yeah, this looks public, just to kind of walk out to the end of this boat ramp area, maybe. Oh, the back side of this sign is just as pretty as the front. They're representing the pink dolphins, which are famous in this area, the giant lily pads. We've got restrooms, or banheiros in Portuguese. Shopping. Trees. A little closer peek at some of the types of boats that they use to run these tours. All right, editing me, let's zoom it in until it gets real pixelated and blurry so that we can see that sort of that division in between the waters. Is it blurry? Can we see it? Nice. Oh, we got our home sweet home in the distance on this side. Let's come inside the building and look at some shops. A lot of wood crafts, a lot of jewelry, a lot of beads. Oh, Dee's weakness. Dee has found some statement earrings.
Well, they look extremely homemade, and I think that is so special. And she was so excited to sell these to me.
Yeah, it was 5 USD,
yeah.
Or they did for 25 real, which actually works out better for us.
And they match everything.
They do.
So I'm so excited to wear them.
Yeah, she just came over and told us how she made it herself out of shell. So lots of local stuff. These are the kind of shops we like.
Yeah.
Oh, they have snacks. What in the world? Okay. So I think the next plan is we're going to hit this waterfront promenade and walk back in the direction of the ship about 4 or 5 blocks. That'll give us a good jump point to go see the Metropolitan Cathedral. Now this bird was here when we rode the shuttle by. He's very smart hanging out here with the fishermen trying to get a snack. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, this walkway is giving me Atari vibes. That's kind of like Frogger-esque. They've got some things that look like Space Invaders and different characters from Atari video games. Success. It is the cutest blue cathedral. I don't know, being that we're here on a Sunday morning in the 11 o'clock hour, if they're going to be having services. We're going to approach it and see if we can go inside. But likely it might just be an outside visit. We'll see. And if we continue on the road past this cathedral, it's supposed to take us over to a little park, a little green space, which you know we love to explore in cities.
Bring on the birds.
Looks like this will be the happening place. We have a stage set up, lots of market stalls. All these closed storefronts. Y'all come here on not a Sunday and possibly not a Monday. You will have a fantastic time. Shopping. I'm gonna say it does not look like this place is particularly open at the moment. Very pretty though. Let's continue in this direction. Pausing to appreciate some shade, some birds. Yeah, the tree's pretty cool. And you can get some Ipiranga over here. There's another structure that sort of looks churchy. Tried checking on the Google and it didn't really give me a good pin or a name for it. Now randomly we did a couple of things to prepare for today. Obviously sunscreen, bug wipes. What else have we done?
So hydration tablets, we put them in our water bottle. It's a company called Noon. I think we got them on Amazon. It's just like a little vial of it and you put one in here, and the only thing is my water bottle pressurizes in the heat. So when I just opened it, it exploded all over me, so I wasted some water. But
you got a refreshing shower.
Staying hydrated.
Hey, we found the name on the front. Imagine that. Lojas Americanas. Well, that sounds like us. What do Americanas like? Oh, snacks indeed. They got me pegged. I've never heard of some of these things. Well, they've got partnerships with Oreo. Well, this will be a good place to stock up on your toiletries. Things like that. You never know what you'll discover just walking around. Well, I did discover that I'm sweaty as heck, and they have air conditioning in here, which I appreciate.
Air conditioning, yes.
We found all the American things. What? Okay, not really. You know what I mean. But we found toothpaste, deodorant, and maybe a little snack that you'll see in a future video. We ran into some folks from the ship just before getting to that store, and they said, make sure you see that big heron tree over there, right here in the middle of a cemetery. There's about a bajillion herons up in that tree. Or egrets, or whatever kind of bird they actually are. Now, photos by D. It's gonna get all the close-up shots, but yep, we found some nature. Our ultimate goal in this direction is what Google is simply calling the City Park. Well, fun fact, there appear to only be 2 actual entrances to this park, so you have to walk along this fence with this tantalizing view of the park until you reach an entrance. I think it will have been a total of, I'm going to say about 14 blocks from the water over here to this entrance. Oh no, another fun fact, this entrance is closed. Alright, let's go see if we can find an entrance that might be open on a Sunday. So let's turn and make our way down the short side of the park. Well, fun fact, apparently there's only one actual entrance to the park, and we have found it, and it is open. So they're open from 6 in the morning until 20 at night. There's a 1.5 kilometer circuit in here. Now we're ready for birds, butterflies. Daniel even said you might find a monkey in here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true, but we'll learn. You guys, don't look now. We found some nature. It's statue nature, but it counts. They do have restrooms right there near the entrance, yeah, but I guess vehicular traffic is not really allowed, so this is pedestrians and bicycles and stuff, and you just follow this road around. What lives in this little house? Could be cats. Kind of like a chicken coop, but not really. Oh yeah, it looks like cat food.
Cat food, yeah. You're like a jungle cutie.
Cats have been found.
I told you, the shade.
Yeah, you're smart. Stay out of the sun over here.
Hi, Turtle. Aw. Oh, goodness. Good morning. You like the shade? Yeah. You're an Amazon kitty.
Amazon Prime kitty. Bye, jungle kitty. So it looks like a loop begins. Did you find another cat?
I don't know.
Oh, so you can choose one side of the loop. Oh my gosh, we're not good at making decisions left or right. I guess we'll just stay to the right.
Aww.
Breeze. What lives in there? That kind of looks termitey. Termitey or anty to some degree.
Big.
Got a nice big sort of central gazebo here in case you need some shade.
Definitely.
I would play on this playground, but I feel like it would make me tired.
No.
There are so many cat houses out here. We have seen at least 4 of these structures, and they all have food and water. Our temperatures today, because I don't even think I said that, we're looking at low to mid 80s. Feels like 173 with the humidity, something like that. I think that's 173 Celsius too, so... Oh, the birds were trying to drink the cat water. Here's another kind of anti-looking structure, which I'm thinking I'm not going to touch. Let's avoid that. Yeah, we've seen a good bit of signage around teaching us about trees and whatnot. They've got some QR codes. Oh, this tree actually has a QR code up on it. There's all sorts of little side paths and things to explore. We're mostly just sticking to this main bike path, he says, as Dee wanders off into the jungle unaccompanied. All right, let's accompany her. Don't you know it's not safe out here in the jungle? Oh gosh, jokes. It looks like an old rusted out safe, yeah. I don't know who put that out here just so I can make that joke, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. Back out to the main road. Got another cat spotting. This is technically our third. The second cat we saw just went running off into the jungle, so we said, we'll leave you alone.
This one's actually using it the purpose it's made for.
You're sleeping on the structure.
Except the bed is above it.
Of course.
Hi, little. You have food and water and a bed. You're good.
Bird friends?
You're so cute.
Well, we found another friend, not in the structure, but over here beside a structure. You're almost smart, friend.
Oh.
I mean, that looks like a cozy spot. Yeah, I hear some dogs in the distance over in the neighborhood. Oh, there's one back there in the bushes too, little black cat. Leaping lizards. We found some iguanas? Oh, wow, that was fast.
I like the fun.
Sorry, friends, I didn't mean to scare you. Well, they got a whole workout area over here with like barbells and things like that.
I already went to the gym.
This is back over on the other side of that sort of gazebo, here where the roads meet back together. So we saw 5 cats. I'm gonna call that a success.
And some iguanas and lots of birds and butterflies and some ants. Yeah, that's good.
Wait, strike that. We've seen 6 cats today. Hey, friend. Did I say 6 cats? I meant 7 cats. We've seen 7 cats today. Time to hit the streets again. Out the one approved entrance. So here we're just going to catch the nearest street that leads back to the water. And there is the water. So this has brought us out to a little spot Google calls Praça Tiradentes. So this is about halfway between the shuttle drop spot and the tender location. So when we get to this water up here, we can either choose to turn right and walk about a mile to take the shuttle bus 2 miles back to the ship, or just turn left and walk the mile. So we're probably going to turn left. Got some folks launching their boat down here at the ramp. All these clusters of grass. Still haven't seen any pink dolphins, because we're told you can see them in these waters sometimes.
It's nature. They do what they want, but that's cool though.
Well, we found all the smart birds. This is one of the main fish markets right here by the water. Well, they've got the dolphins down here. They're getting them to come to the surface with food.
So they live right here. Oh, it's so pretty.
Can hear the bird. So we've learned the secret. If you want to see the dolphins, come talk to the fishermen. Definitely a nature hotspot.
Oh my God!
Oh, he got the food.
They're smart. Well, that was this fun surprise. He was like, come fish. And I thought he wanted me to look at his fish. And then we went over there and there were the dolphins. So you never know what you're going to find.
Giant black buzzard birds, that's what we're going to find. Oh yeah, they're scavenging some fish out here.
Well, you know.
Yeah, there's one of the shuttle buses. I think they basically just took their city buses and turned them into shuttles for us today, which is nice. Don't expect fancy and air conditioned and all that stuff. It's definitely natural air conditioning with the windows. Porto de Santarem. I guess we did a good amount of shopping already. Let's jump back into line. Amazon.
So tonight's outfit is casual night. I went with the lighter glasses because I have a lot of color going on. So we'll start with my earrings, which I love, which were from the market today. And again, it was so nice because she made them. She was so appreciative of my purchase of them. And they're very fun and they go with everything. So here we go. The shirt is, I think it's actually like a button-up vest top, but I've like kind of sealed it with that little tool I showed you in another video. This is from Old Navy. The pants are pink trousers, also from Old Navy. And the shoes are Crocs. Don't look at my toes. I need to repaint my nails, but it's too hot to care. That's it.
Good evening, y'all. Much fresher, much cleaner, and a little bit cooler.
A little redder.
Yeah. We're going to learn one of these days.
I wore sunscreen.
So, by far, this port was the sweatiest port I have experienced
Yeah, it was
ever.
warm.
Yeah, so hydration is important.
Yes.
Drank a lot of water when we got back to the ship.
Sunscreen.
Oh,
There weren't really any bugs.
No.
We did use bug wipes, but like that was not an issue. Probably because it was so hot. There were no bugs to be found, which was fine.
how many cats did you see?
9
Actually,
by the end of the day because there was a couple on the way back. We saw the pink dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
They were more gray, but you know, we saw the dolphins of the Amazon, which was really cool. Lots of birds. We walked like
We're at like 18,000
steps,
including our workout from the
including the
morning.
workout. So we definitely got a extra workout in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just nice to walk around the town, and I like the store that we found that was actually open.
All
was
them
fun.
Americana things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everything was kind of closed, but it's to be expected. They need their family time too. So it was nice walking around and just taking pictures.
Yeah, we just get a free bidet every now and then, whether it's an accident or not.
Those are my favorites sometimes.
Now let's roll into the evening. No idea what we're doing, but we'll show you as it happens.
We need food.
Yeah, I guess we're just kind of going to go get some snacks at happy hour and then wait till dinner because it's almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah, all we had was breakfast.
All right, come on.
Let's do it.
Into the ocean bar we go. So we should have some piano tunes coming up soon, but we are excited for snacky hour. Oh, never mind. Maybe there's no music in here tonight. Normally it says a 4 o'clock set, you know, with Cat on the keys, or sometimes the Ocean Band or the Celebration Band. Must be a quiet night. Now, ma'am, why does it look like you're still wearing your Google Watch? Because I swore I saw you took it off.
Because I wear it every day, but that's how tan I'm becoming. I don't know that I recommend that, but I do wear the watch a lot. Yeah. This is my normal color. This is Amazon color.
You guys wear sunscreen.
I did.
There we go. Hide that thing.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
It's calorie time. We are done with dinner. We have begun sailing away down the Amazon, and we have come to music trivia to test our smarts for the evening.
Okay, so good evening everyone, and welcome here to the mix.
Well, time to head out to deck 3 for a bug walk. Now, I'll refrain from getting too close just because I know folks aren't into bugs, as we talked about earlier, but we'll save up these pictures and we'll give a nice little bug montage with plenty of warning sometime. The forward part of deck 3 is the only area that they're leaving lights on, because they said one of our things as we went through the Amazon is they were going to reduce lighting on the outside areas around the ship. See, if you look back at deck 3, there's no light in the midship or aft of deck 3, and there's also no light up at the sea view pool, as we discovered yesterday when we were not recording. So front of deck 3 it is. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, y'all close your eyes. I'm not going to get that close to it. Oh, there's a cute little red one next to it. All right, y'all, I'm going to get close to this big one, so close your eyes right now if you don't want to see a bug, and I'll let you know when you can open them. It's cool. I think as days go by and the further into the Amazon we get, the bigger and fuzzier bugs we might see. All right, it's safe again. You can open your eyes. But yeah, there's like little teeny one there. I don't know, you just kind of look around. They're all over the place. Like I said, I'm not going to get too close for now, but it's fascinating just to see how many there are out here. Another interesting thing is that they did put fabric over like the intakes that are sucking air in around the ship just to try to prevent the bugs from getting into the system. But it has sucked a few of them up against the fabric. Well, I'm gonna stand back while Dee's taking pictures of these, but you can see that big one up overhead. There's a big one on the wall there to her right. Now, this is a fascinating part of going through the Amazon at night. There are beetles, there are moths, there are all sorts of things. Grasshoppers, we think. Yeah. All right, one more. Everybody close your eyes. Close them.
Look at the scale, though. It's pretty big.
So insert foot for scale. Yeah, I think I'm calling that a type of like a rhinoceros beetle. Not entirely sure.
It's at least as big as my thumb.
All right, you can open your eyes again. I think we're done showing the bugs on camera for right now.
So I used to work at like a snake and insect museum, so they don't bother me. So I think it's really cool. This is one of my favorite things we've done, and I wish they would turn more lights on, but I understand why they don't do that. But this is so awesome and unique.
All right, back inside to the light. Now it's time to come into the world stage for showtime. So right after Daniel gives a port talk, we should be getting into a violinist show.
Good evening again, everybody, and welcome back to the world stage for a night of beautiful music and magical melodies. Please welcome to the stage, Susanna!
Rock me, Amadeus. We have come back to the cabin to find our paperwork for tomorrow, which is Boca de Valeria, some chocolates, and a remote. Good night, y'all. We are back in the cabin.
I'm so tired.
Whoo, y'all. The heat will really just, well, okay.
I don't know how that comes off in camera, but ow.
They're red. Having bright red arms will just suck it out of you, too, I
The
guess.
UV index is like ridiculously bad here.
Yeah, that's going to continue into tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whoo, we got 6 days in a row in the Amazon, y'all.
Ready.
So, violin show, fantastic. I love rock and roll violin.
Yeah, she was incredible. This was her second show. And if the first show was any I don't know. What she played tonight, I don't know what she did in the first show, because tonight was like all my favorite stuff. So I'm like, this was amazing. Susanna was so good. And I guess she's been on the ship for about 3 weeks, she said. So she got to have a nice long trip with us, so we're going to miss her though.
Yeah, she's leaving in Manaus in a couple of days, but fantastic. If you see Susanna and she's got a banjo on her knee, oh no, that's old Susanna, go see her play the violin.
It's so good.
Gracious. All right, let's dig into dinner and go to bed. So we both had lumpia.
It was good. I think it was pork and shrimp.
Yeah.
Very, very flavorful, nice and crispy texture, and they gave us extra chili dipping sauce. It was magical.
Little spicy, little zingy, super crunch. Loved it. You got a salad with a hunk of goat cheese.
Yeah, salad with like orange segments and I think pecans, some goat cheese, and some bread and balsamic dressing. Really, really tasty.
Nice. I got the eggplant hummus, and it came with 2 little toasty points, which I did tear in half and make 4 toasty points out of. They're not toast, they're bread. Good flavor overall. I always like it. It's nice and punchy. It's got olives and peppers and all this randomness in it, but yum. It's a nice substitution for like a chickpea hummus.
Nice.
There is, this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, so it's the tuna.
Mustard crust.
Mustard crusted tuna with onion rings, and I forget this, like there's spinach and corn and all sorts of stuff, and 1 shrimp. It's very important to mention the 1 shrimp. This is definitely one of my favorites. It was stinking delicious. I don't know if I was just starving.
Yes.
Everything was so good, but this was really good. It cooked perfectly.
Yeah, I think we were starving and everything was
It was
really
good.
I got the veggie enchiladas with a whole heck a ton of cheese on top. It was cheese upon cheese upon cheese. Black beans on the bottom. I tried to investigate what was in the enchiladas, and all I could come away with was eggplant, onions, and I think zucchini.
Veggie.
Not sure what else, but it was really nice. Speaking of veggies, boom, there's the veggie bowl of the day. It had broccoli, which tasted like broccoli, and it had carrots, which tasted like carrots. Love it. Fruit, the sun had shifted angles, so the pictures look weird.
I just wanted fruit, something nice and cold, refreshing. It was lovely and hit the spot.
Nice. I got, what was that? Banana cream pie. Y'all, I wasn't even sure that there was a banana in this. I could I could feel the texture of bananas in my mouth. They didn't really taste a whole lot like bananas.
I tried it, no.
You said it tasted like a coconut or suntan lotion.
Like in a good way.
I might have still had suntan lotion on my face as I was eating it. Who knows? No, it was good, but gosh, it needed some banana pump in it.
Yeah.
But good overall. Mm-hmm. Y'all, we got more Amazon tomorrow, so come back.
Yay.
Good night.
We're excited, though. We're just tired.
Yes.
Bye.